So basically, once they saw your black girlfriend, I guess at the time,
Right.
they like, oh snap,
It
like
completely changed. I was no longer a good worker.
right,
I mean, I just recently, right before that happened, they call you in for your year review, and I went in there. Like, oh, you gonna be able to do anything you want. You can be a supervisor, work, line supervisor, work your way up to shift supervisor, all these different things. And I was like, well, I'm cool where I'm at now, but thanks, because I was making like $21 sitting down watching a robot work.
Now,
That's all I was
question with
doing.
this, I remember the last time we was talking. I don't know if this is the same job that you got fired from or left from. Somebody you was working with
Same one.
was saying something
Mhm.
about black people or
Mhm.
calling us the N word, a nigga or something like that, and
Mhm.
you put a picture up of your lady.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
I've been up there and we were just talking like we talking about sports, and
right.
this was early 2000s, so it was right after Peyton Manning, T. Martin
Yep.
at UT, right at
Yep.
Tennessee, and Peyton he never got a championship. He might have had an SEC championship, but he never won a
Right.
national championship. T.
Yep.
Martin came right in after him.
Yep.
They immediately won a national title. And the dude I was sitting over there with, we were just talking about it. He was a big UT fan. I think he had a hat on. He might have had a UT hat on or something like that. And we were just talking. I was like, I'm Memphis. I'm cheer from Tigers or whatever. And we were talking about it. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. Peyton was phenomenal. And, it's kind of funny. T come in, win the championship. And he's like, yeah, damn old N-word quarterback. So
Mm.
I just let it roll off. And later that night, he was like, do you got a girl or whatever? And I showed him a picture. And, he went Casper White on me. So,
Yeah.
but
See,
I got a lot of stories like that, though.
right.
So,
See, I thought about that just looking at the. To me, I look at everything kind of a domino effect because then now, what happened with your situation? I don't know. He may have talked to the higher ups or
oh,
something
no, no,
like
no.
that,
It's more to the story.
and stuff like that going
Yeah.
on to where they didn't feel comfortable being around you
Mm-hmm.
and being them. So we just got to extract you from the whole situation.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it was a
So
guy there. He worked line supply, which means he would just go around and provide materials to everybody. If you don't know that, at a factory job, and that's what he
yeah,
was doing. He heard him say it. He was in the back of the room, but he heard him say it, so he went and he went and told.
yeah,
And he said, so and so, me, heard it, and they called me in there, and they were like, "Did you hear?" They said his name. I think his name was Jeremy. I don't remember his last name. Say it, and I was like,
right,
"I'm not gonna say what I heard." And they said, "Have you heard that name before? Have you heard that word?" I said, "I've heard it by just about every worker you got in here."
right.
He
Wow.
was promoted in 2 weeks. I forgot to tell y'all that last time.
Word. 2
He came off the
weeks.
machine and was some type of day supervisor. They took him
Dang.
off my shift, but they put him
Right.
on another shift and he got promoted.
Right. See, and that's crazy within that, and so it's like I think maybe the last time I said you're kind of like the perfect kind of private eye. You know what I'm saying? You kind
Yeah.
of go take you into enemy's camp, and you come tell them you come back and tell us.
Right.
You know, kind of what's the game plan? Kind of what's going on.
Well, they were bold, man. They called me in a few weeks after that. I mean, catch up. They called me in
Oh,
a
you
few
go.
weeks after that, after Shayla had brought me, or it might have been a few months. I don't remember exactly. She had brought me my lunch or whatever. And I remember the guy that was like the supervisor that was on the kind of like in the evening when we was there, because we worked from 4 to midnight. And he was there. And I got called in a few days later and like, well, do you remember when we had that incident about Jeremy and all that? And they're like, well, did that word bother you because your girlfriend's won? He said that to my face.
Mm.
Oh, so not because he didn't
Dang.
say because your girlfriend is black. He said because your girlfriend is white.
It's one.
Right.
One of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
See,
So like
Yep.
my thing is and I want you to touch because I don't know if you remember JB, but he talked about what it was like for him growing up. You know what I'm saying? But like, so you went in, and I'm gonna let you talk about what it was like growing up. But like, have you had moments in your adult life, from it being a girlfriend to a fiance to a wife to the mother of your children, where like you want to haul off and
Absolutely.
whoop some ass? And you keep in mind now, you already know, like, I go back, with your family, like that's like, my family, you know what I'm saying? Like, your wife used to do my daughter's hair all the time. So like that's like, little sister me. You like, you like my real live brother from another mother, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, how hard is it for you not to haul off and just...
Well, it is because, I mean, I've had not like terrible altercations, but I've had some physical altercations and stuff like that. But again, Shayla, she's the level-headed one. It don't bother her. I mean, it really does. But I think it bothers me more than her. And I'm not saying that like in a bad way. She's more level than me. She really is, and she's more in tune, and she don't let that bother her. Whereas I'm just one to go and haul off and and do whatever.
Yeah.
But she's right. I mean I can't change them. You know what I mean? Like no matter what I do, I'm not gonna change anybody's ignorance or whatever you want to call it. But I mean it's been a lot of instances since we've been together with family. No real friends, because all my friends are black anyways, mostly. So I ain't had no issues with that. But I mean, it was a lot of family issues, a lot of. I remember we'd be at Christmas, and they didn't want her to come to Christmas. My mom would come and say, grandparents don't want her here. They, they just can't handle it. And Shayla was like, well, you need to go. You need to go see your family for. I didn't want to do it, but I would do what she asked me to do. And then I would have multiple family members that don't even live here. They would come out and basically tell on the other family members, and then them other family members would come out and tell on the other ones. And at the time I was a kid, and I was like, they were like my age now at the time, probably like in their 40s. And I was just thinking, even then, I was like, what is wrong with these people? Like, I don't, I just never clicked with that. It's amazing that I'm not that way though, because that's how I was raised. Oddly enough, in Raleigh and Hickory Hill, but that is how I was raised to a degree, for sure.
So with those kind of experiences, it's like, just for me, I can speak for myself. I'm sure Ragnar probably has similar experiences, but I mean, it's no secret now. I mean, I attend Bellevue for the most part now, kind of swapping between that and hope kind of at the same time. So, but going there, you see a lot of people, well, white people that are very, nice to you, kind of in person, looking in your eye and doing stuff like that. And then on the other side, I think I brought up maybe the last time, we put an ad out for one of my executive mindsets. It was talking about Juwan Howard, and he's smacking this other coach from Wisconsin or whatever.
Right. And
we put a post out there, and we getting a lot of nasty comments. Mostly from white people, and you click on their profile, they got the crosses, the Jesus, fully Christian.
In God we trust.
In God we trust.
Maybe a little MAGA.
In my house we will serve the Lord.
Right. They got all that, and so it's just like, dang. It immediately brought to my mind, like, how many people am I seeing like this on a Sunday that
it's a facade
that are shaking my hand and doing this, but behind closed doors, he was a real nice nigga, or saying something, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Of that.
That's very accurate.
You know what I mean? See, you know what I mean? So, and I'm sure you probably heard that from people that didn't think that you were who you are.
Right.
They just like, this is just.
Well, it's very until they know who I am or something like that. If I meet somebody, and I think I told you guys this last time, it's amazing how quick it rears its head. I mean, it's very quick usually. Yeah. And purposely I try to keep it down just to see. And I mean, I'm telling you, I told y'all before, whatever you think it is, it's worse.
Keep it presidential.